with the, wait, Nathan, where's the profit? The USDA is fabulous.
All right, Ray, you wanna fade the music out? Give me a good fade out.
Honey, what happened to the profit?
Susan's gonna share some. Good morning, y'all.
Morning.
How's everybody doing?
Okay.
Hungry?
Oh my.
John's hungry, already complaining
Okay,
about
let
the
him
time
have
change.
coffee.
Okay.
Where's the food?
Thank you,
Okay,
Michelle.
me too.
We made it 5 seconds in before someone complained about the time change.
It's hungry.
It's
Can borrow you one?
It's good to see you all this morning. Happy official start to summer. We had a fantastic May as a market center. I'll share some of those stats with you in just a second. But is there something someone is grateful for that they want to share with the group this morning, just to get us in that mindset? I have plenty of things I could share. Miss Angela? Yes.
My first ever home under contract.
That is amazing.
5 million?
Yeah.
It's over a million.
Congratulations. That's getting started with a bang. That's awesome. Way to go. Way to go.
There's a survey out for the market center. You guys got that this morning, to rate your market center. And I'm asking for a 5-star review from Melody up front for asking that she's doing so. Hey, look, we asked our client for 5-star reviews, ask her after we close on a deal. So I'm asking for Melody, give her a 5-star review.
Oh,
I
God.
love
Way
that.
to learn that.
It was an email that went out this morning. So we have the QR code in here. We'll give you the opportunity. But you got ahead of me, John.
All right.
We're gonna mention the survey.
Give Nate one too.
Actually give us the most honest feedback you can, and we'll get to it in a second. But the better feedback we get, the better we can serve you guys and our community together. Jan, you had your hand up for a second.
I did.
Yeah, what you got?
Well, I just wanted to show some gratitude to the girls here, because for Melody and trying to get all my classes scheduled, and of course I have to break all the rules and do it really early, and one class she scheduled 5 times for me, to Raven and Lee. I mean, Lee just is such a doll, because she never doesn't have a smile on her face when you ask her to do something. She's like, sure. And then Raven, of course, Raven holds our hand through everything. So
Yeah.
all of my broken Zoom links and things she helps me with. So, they just do a great job, and
They
I just
really
really appreciate you.
You're
Yeah.
amazing. Anyone else have anything they want to share? with
We
you,
like
Scott?
you too.
Oh, thank you.
That's right.
That's an afterthought. That's okay. Susan?
Cheers. To Angela, to Evelyn, to Tom's not here. Always being amazing go-to open house coverage. You can only be at one house at a time, and so they are always so great at helping out and doing that. So if you haven't utilized them, I would recommend doing so.
That's so great. I need to have a slide to share our values every week. That's on me. But collaboration is just such a huge part of who we are. And that's it on display, right? So thank you, Susan, for sharing that. So let's just share some May results. You guys really had a phenomenal May with 119 closed units, 90 listings taken, 134 contracts written. And this number is really crazy to me. $53,085 in profit shared. That is so unique to us in our culture at KW. And literally, the market center shared $53,000 back with our agents in the month or they're going to in the month of May. That's just worth celebrating. I mean,
To be part of a profitable market center gives you so much opportunity for passive income, so
yeah, it's amazing.
I would say.
How do you get those numbers?
How do we get them to
Like contract written, how do you know how many contracts were written?
We
Commands, we track them.
We track them in commands, FMLS. I have a fancy AI tool as well.
You can
that helps
actually
me.
read the market center stats by going on the mykw.kw.com internet service and checking on the reports. So there is market center reports that are available because we are an open company.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. And then Raven so yesterday, chances are you saw this in your email. KW announced an exclusive flagship partnership with Canva, which is really amazing. I think our new CEO, Chris Sarnecki, he's like less than 90 days into the CEO role and already inked a massive deal with Canva, who is on the forefront of like graphic design in a box. And we'll play this video here in a second, but it's going to have integration into Command and into the MLS. So to make content creation and sharing content just so much easier for you guys, Raven, it's if you scroll down, there you go, that video right there. This is really exciting news. I just wanted to share this one.
Keller Williams and Canva. We're bringing together the best in real estate and design. At Keller Williams, we believe real estate agents should work with best-in-class technology. Together with Canva, we're reimagining real estate marketing.
Our flagship enterprise relationship with Keller Williams brings you the world's best tools to make design and marketing effortless.
Premium KW branded graphics make creating high-impact content faster and easier than ever.
This is not just about templates. We're building a bespoke experience for Keller Williams that gives their market centers and agents way more creativity.
With Canva's design-driven platform, the power of KW Command, and the insight of KW agents, we're providing cutting-edge technology built by agents for agents.
We're building an intuitive Keller Williams experience, making it easier than ever for agents to create beautiful, effective content without switching platforms or missing a beat.
We know design isn't just about how things look, it's about how they work.
With Canva, you're in control of your brand. So whether it's a reel, whether it's a postcard or a listing video, every agent now has the power to stand out with confidence.
We're inspired to work with a company that cares deeply about people. It's part of our culture too.
From the first click
to the final post,
Together,
we're making design
In marketing,
Faster, easier, and 100%
Keller Williams.
I love that. I think he really identified one of our biggest gaps. Like.
Yeah, and even those of you that are really good at content creation, having it be easier and integrate with the MLS and Command. This is going to start to get rolled out, and I can't wait to see it. And yeah, it's just super exciting.
So is this gonna be the free account or the pro account, or, you know?
Yeah, this will be a part of your partnership with KW. It will.
Oh,
That-
cool.
Yeah,
Save
yeah,
some money on
you'll have
that.
access to it. Yeah, you save $20 a month.
Yeah.
$20.
That's right. Hey, it's a meal when you're hungry, right?
Lunches.
Two lunches. And I just dropped in here. I know we talked about gratitude, but anybody have any wins in May that they want to share? I know Angela, you went under contract, which is amazing. Anybody else have any wins that they want to share in the month of May?
I don't know if he's gonna share it, but I'm gonna put Mr. Joe on the spot.
Yes.
Joe just joined the office and he's already got what, 4 clients right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe's asking questions about, hey, what does it take to make rookie of the year?
Yeah.
I love it. It's awesome. Yes, Markia.
Roll his first contract on.
Let's go.
Emily has been in every business coaching class that I have seen going on in the past few weeks, so.
Yeah.
Way to go,
Great
Emily.
job.
Yesterday.
Go, Eric.
Just a lot of great things happening. Anybody else? I don't want to skip anybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mark.
We had
Mark?
a rare day, but I considered like a look into the future. Every single person, all 4 of us that are active on the team had a listing on the same day.
Wow. That is worth celebrating. That's amazing. How'd you coordinate that?
Where's Lee?
Just a, yeah, good leader. That's how you coordinated that. That's amazing. Raven, my computer is frozen here, so Yes, so
celebrate
let's,
some more wins.
yeah, celebrate some more wins. So the capper, capper list in May was very long, so I'm just gonna read everybody's names. So Tiana Bailey, Laura Bitley, Catherine Clark, Michael and Marinelli Del Caro, Javal Duran, Roxy and Michael Hernandez, Kim Hutchins, Susan McGinnis, Dee Mathewson, James.
Sucking
gosh,
chaos.
Say that one more time.
Sucking chaos.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And Felicia Snavin. That is so
Our
exciting.
goal is to get everybody to cap. So
That's right.
If you're not there, let us know how we can help you.
That's right.
And ask Joe how he's gonna cap in his first 6 months in real estate.
Yeah, let's do it.
That was like 6 months.
No, 3.
It's like,
Yeah,
it's
he's,
a
yeah,
lot.
yes. Okay, so John got ahead of us a little bit on the survey. But this is like a GLG sort of wide survey and Carolina Legacy Group. Take the time to do this. I think it's 5 minutes or less. It's ultimately to help us serve you better. So just, I think it's going to be open all the way till the end of June. But just snag the QR code, and if you have 5 minutes today, just fill it out and give us your honest feedback. Because ultimately, it's our goal to improve your experience and serve you better. So, thank you, Raven. I'm lost here, so I'm just kind of,
You're just like winging it.
All right.
yeah.
We have some great events coming up. We have Mastering the Market of the Moment every morning. That's the great way to start your day with the news of what's going on in the market. And then on, is it Thursdays and Fridays, they do script practice with Brian Smith, one of the ALCs at the other market sectors. So make sure you come on for that. We have, right after team meeting, the king of KWRI Profit Share, Aaron Kaufman, will be here to help you get serious about growing your downline and passive income. He's only offering this to, I think he said 5 market centers this year. And we were one of the ones he chose. So please come out to that after team meeting today.
It's so good. It is so good.
And we
I've seen
just-
him like 4 times. It's so good.
And we just talked about the profitability of this market center and how you can really, I mean, this would be worth your time attending.
Get your piece of that $53,000,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And just some
He's really
perspective
good.
on Aaron. Yeah, he's he recruits people to KW like nationwide, maybe globally.
Full-time.
Full time. That's essentially what he does. He leverages profit share to earn a living, which is just pretty amazing.
Yeah. And then we have Level Up, join Andy Peters and Top Producers on June 4th. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow from 12 to 1:30 on Zoom for Level Up Your Business. McMichael and Gray will be hosting a, I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on today. Doug Walker and Eric Sachs on simplifying your systems.
Has anybody seen them before? Beth Walker and Eric? I just hadn't heard their name before. No experience there? Okay, just curious.
Right.
But y'all, those things that McMichael and Gray does are very good. I mean, they're free. And they bring good people in. I can't go to it tomorrow, but I don't think I've missed any they've done. They're fabulous.
Yeah, they do always.
And it's at the athletic club, which is
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a free lunch.
Free lunch. Free
That's a free lunch. John.
We have Ignite starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
John Serrano's gonna be one of our
Let's
instructors.
go, John. Appreciate you.
Melba Franklin is gonna be teaching contracts and Donna McClure will be doing the other classes on there as well. So if you have not done your post license or you just need a refresher in the fundamentals and launching your business again, come out to this and please register, even if you're not coming for the credits, just so that we can have enough materials for you. And then, I know we're not gonna talk about your slides till the end of the team meeting, but there is an appraisers class coming on June 11th, hosted by Onward Home Mortgage. So come out to this, they're gonna talk about pricing in the new market with the current market stats. Did you wanna say something about the Deb Jolly's event?
Yeah. So Deb Jolly is our director of coaching for the Georgia Legacy Group. And she got an advanced copy of Jay Papazan's book, Rookie Real Estate Agent. And just as gonna be here to share some insights on her experience and the book and ways that it can help any of us really at any stage of our business, whether the title is rookie, but it's also relevant regardless of how long you've been in the business. So Deb is going to be teaching from that book here, and that'll be, is that the 16th? Yeah, it's at the 6th on the 16th at 2:00.
16.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So
And feel free to invite your friends, invite people who want to get into real estate so they
Yeah.
can start off well. Invite people that you have in your Pay Score program here at the office and other agents who you want to be in business with. You know, they need some help boosting their business and their production.
yeah.
Voices, Sam, do you have anything to say about voices?
Yeah, so if you're new to this, if this is new idea to you, this is our third year doing voices. This is something we started kind of in 2020 as an idea of like celebrating our agents, the diversity, and all of the amazing like backgrounds, experiences that we have as a group. So we're putting together like a couple of different panels around the conversation, but it's a really great time to understand like why culture, why like religion, why like sexual orientation, like all of these identities that we have as real estate agents is so important in our culture and our community. So we've had really cool discussions around that. And this is the first year that we're able to host it at Roswell. We kind of rotate this every year. So super excited it's going to be here. And we're gonna have a lot of Roswell host agents actually on panels here. So super excited about it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
All right, this is not gonna be till July, but Value Squared, who went to Value Squared when Leslie taught it last time? Kathy, how good was that class?
It was so good.
Yeah.
Leslie is phenomenal and I've got really good notes. I might do it again because it's another year. And is it CE this time?
I think
Or
we did
CE
get it
credit.
approved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
CE
it just
credits.
went up on
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's
Bill,
good.
If you got CE credits from it last year, can you take it again this year? and get
Yes.
credits for
If
it?
you took it more than 365 days, you
Yes.
can. But if it was less than 365 days, no. And it says 4 CE credits. I don't remember that part.
It was 4 hours.
We'll check our math.
It was 4 hours.
No, I
now
don't mean
for-
that. I know it, but I don't know. I didn't bring my computer in here. I left it in the office and then, I'll go find out.
We'll double check our math.
No, I don't mean that. I meant, I'm the one that does this.
Oh, got it.
But come out for this. This was something that came about during the NAR settlement that Leslie felt this was a need for our agents to really get down to their value and being able to say that during their presentations and really depict that to their clients. So come out for this so that you can learn how to speak your value to your clients so that they understand all the hard work you do for that compensation.
Absolutely.
It's awesome.
All right.
Okay, Ms. Kern, you got something to share with us?
I do. Good morning, y'all.
Morning.
Hey, I'm Kern Schwartz with O'Kelly and Sorahan. So I see Melba's here, so it's gonna shorten my speech. I'm gonna talk just about one thing that is changing with the mid-year guard changes. So you know, those are, I don't know that they're in your system yet, but went into effect June 1st. There's not major changes, but there's one change that I think is for the good, that I want to highlight about the community association disclosure, because I get fussed at about this form more than anything else that I do. If the fees are not disclosed, initiation, all that on the buyer side, under disclosed or not disclosed by the seller, the seller's got to pay anything that they under disclose, and the dues. So if the dues are disclosed incorrectly, they've changed how the dues are shown, and they've put it right there on the bottom of one, because it used to just say annual amount, right? And so people were putting a monthly amount. And then arguing over whether or not the seller had to pay for the rest of the year. Now you have options. How much per year and when does the fiscal year begin? Because just know that not every fiscal year for the associations runs calendar year. Sometimes their fiscal year is different, or is it per month, per quarter, semi-annually? So then now how they are paid. So for your ones that you have already listing. The seller also has a duty to update, but you might want to just take a look at it again, update it to the new form, when those are available to you, and have your seller look at it so they don't get stuck paying fees. It's very confusing. Sometimes it's confusing for us on the way that the HOA says it. Now, all I can do is interpret the contract, right? And y'all can always agree to something different if that's not what you intended, once we know what the fees are. And sometimes I can help with going to the HOA and saying, hey, can you clarify special assessments? I had to do that last month, those types of things. So just be careful about, highlighting to your sellers about filling this out correctly and updating it if it changes, if they get notice of special
So I have a
assessment.
question for you. In the event that these, we already know, we've had this for years, if they don't disclose all the admin fees and everything, that's gonna be the sellers do at closing. However, in the past, if they didn't disclose the exact amount per year of the fee, it still was the burden of the buyer.
Correct, but now it's not anymore. I want
everybody to hear that.
Yes, hear this. So if you disclose, because like I had one that was, it was like $500 a month for a condo, right? And they put $500 as the annual amount. Now it's better because it breaks it out. You can fill it out, correctly. I think they made it a little bit easier. But if they under disclose, the seller pays through. Yeah, this is new. This is new. Now, in this particular instance too, because, like I said, they all fuss at me. Right? And all I'm doing is reading the contract. I think in buyers and sellers' minds, they're reading it as a monthly fee on that. And if that's what they've all agreed to, they can do an amendment just to clarify, it's fine. They're not gonna make the seller pay it. They knew it was $500 a month.
On that thought, so if for some reason your seller writes the wrong fee in there and then your assistant uploads it, and then you get a contract that comes back and you look at it, you go, oh, what, that's wrong. I need to notify the buyers that was incorrect. Are you on the hook now for?
Yeah, so the seller has a duty to update, and they've kind of tweaked the language at the top that says they have a duty to update. But yes, if it changes, if they're still stuck with what they initially disclosed. That said, I get it, right? Because they're trying to make it as fair as possible, but sometimes that's not, if they agree to something else other than what it looks like on the paper, then just do an amendment. Seller's gonna pay this, buyer's gonna pay this. You can always fix it, but know that I do the best that I can.
Can't fix the other though.
Right, I do the best that I can to interpret it, and I get yelled at all the time by listing agents that, why is this initiation? Well, because they disclosed 0. And then they're fussing at me,
But the other, and I want everybody to understand the difference. You can do an amendment if the fee is wrong regarding the monthly fee or yearly fee. You can't change on that other line on page 2, paragraph 4, or whatever paragraph top where it has the fee. That one, no.
Yeah.
You can't change it.
The initiation fee one? Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I want you to
All parties
understand.
agree.
if all parties agree.
Yeah, that'd be true.
Yeah, if
That'd
the
be
buyer
true.
said,
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I-
they put 0 and there's really.
I get it, yeah, I'm
That'd
paying
be
it, I
perfect.
expected to pay it,
Good luck with that.
yeah.
What's the remedy if parties just don't agree?
And it resolves.
The seller has to pay it.
Seller refuses to pay.
Don't ever fill it out for
Lost.
Ever.
Ever.
Don't ever fill that form out for your seller.
Real quick, what about something else? Cause an HOA actually disclosed incorrect information.
Yeah, that happens.
They have multiple communities and originally they had told me, for example, water
Then-
sewer was included. It's not included.
Yeah, that happens.
But we had put it on there because that's what they had said.
Then I think the seller's remedy is with the HOA, and
Yeah.
it depends on the HOA. I have seen them where they told the seller, these are the fees, and then it ended up not being, and they went back and reimbursed them for what, but we gotta pay what's on their letter, it's a lien on the property.
Awesome, thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Roswell here, please come up here for a minute. Anybody from
Roswell
Roswell here?
Robin, why don't you
Oh,
come
yeah,
here
Robin.
too? I mean, this is.
We have some exciting news, something that Roswell Cares and Rosin Taylor put together.
And John.
And John Serrano.
Okay. It's okay.
Ready?
All right.
We're ready.
You guys spearhead.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah.
You guys want to bring up our special guest so we can show exactly how much we raised?
Yes.
New flooring and updates for home stretch.
Yes, so after Red Day, you guys who started with us, we served Homestretch, and which is just an amazing organization. And we got back that afternoon, and obviously our hearts were full from serving, and we learned of some other needs that Homestretch had. Well, Robin was like, we got to do something about this, right? Which is amazing. That's who we are, right? And we raised $5,281. Yeah, why don't you come up and take this check from us? It's, I think the bank, I think the bank will take this, but.
Yes.
Always goes Cheryl needs a photo of you getting.
Yeah, come on in, Robin, come on, come on, let's get a picture. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Great job, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, and we want to say a big thank you.
Yeah.
To everyone who donated and, you know, just really kept up with the KW culture that we love here.
Yeah.
You guys have to learn and keep abreast of. It's just amazing to me. I'm an engineer, so it will be brief. But I'm pitch hitting for Cheryl Carter. Sorry, she couldn't be here today. She had very few conflicts, but I'm so glad to be here to meet all of you. And so what I learned was that you had 70 Keller Williams volunteers joining us on a day of service. And that's just amazing. That's just simply amazing. And did all of you get a pretty good, I think Cheryl's been here before, but do you have a pretty good idea what differentiates Homestretch from say some of the other fine charities in the area? Did everybody, yes, anybody not know it? Okay. And it's amazing. We've gone through a turnaround process with your help, of course. In Roswell, been here working for about 35 years, but they, you know, we go up and down, kind of like the real estate market sometimes. You know, we have good years, we have bad years. And Cheryl Carter and her staff now are some of the best people I've ever seen in the nonprofit. And I'm so proud to be a part of it. So I know you've got a lot to do, but saying thank you, Stan. Just sorry. John came up and said, what do you need for, what was it, one of the units? Yeah, that's it, all the rest of you as well. And I will leave it at that, but
We can see people for stretch, we will continue to do more of that. Appreciate.
Let's see the main event.
Yeah.
And just so you'll know, with GAR, I have been serving as on the panel for GAR for years and years. Well, at 9 o'clock, the panel meets, and at 9:30, actually the complaint and but it was very, very short. First time I stand in front of you, can't I am gonna tell you, there's a complaint that could have changed, and I love the fact because to me, that need to be more. Buyer's fault, the buyer. Pocket listings, whatever. It's on the board. So. And about this, I'm going to scream. I read them every day. So the bottom line is, the reason I bring this up, when the new forms came out, engagement. Eighty percent of the calls I had great.